And we'll start in a Sphinx position here. So this Sphinx position means that our forearms are going to be down on the ground, roughly, I'm not too picky about this one, but roughly underneath or just a little bit in front of your shoulders, elbows. And then the top of the feet are gently on the ground. We don't need to push them on the ground. They're just gently there. Now, if you were lazy and didn't want to hold yourself up, do that. So what would it feel like if you just didn't want to hold yourself up? Okay, now let's not do that again. So how we get out of that is bring your ribs into your body. Those low ribs, invite them up. Press your forearms and hands down, lift off and out of the floor. Now, some of us might have done that and felt the lower back go, meh. And if your lower back immediately went, meh, maybe you want to think about pressing your pubic symphysis, the front of your pelvis, the bones of your pelvis on the ground a little more. Maybe you want to press the tops of the feet just a little more and feel like your legs are reaching away from your low back. And then you can experiment with bringing the front of the ribs up a little bit more. And that may help if we feel any crunchiness in the low back. If you still feel crunchiness in the low back, try to bring your arms maybe a little bit more forward, experiment with some different angles, and maybe don't come up quite as high. And then take some experimenting with that. Meanwhile, we're holding this. Good. And then slowly lowering yourself down. Make a pillow with your palms. And then once you have your pillow with your palms, we're going to reach our right arm forward. And once you've reached that right arm forward, we're going to, and I'm just going to, as always, when I have my head down, I'm really close to the microphone, so I'm going to lift my head up a little bit, but you'll keep your forehead on your forearm. Lift that left arm or right arm out, and then just start to slide it slowly out to the side and down towards your body, and then reaching out, just the fingertips on the floor, reaching forward. So you're doing a very nice slow half circle. Very similar to what we did sitting up a few moments ago. Keep feeling like you're reaching your arm away from your body a little bit more. Release, and then we'll switch sides. So now that left arm reaches forward and then out to the side. And just hopefully you're not just sitting there watching me, you're doing this with us, but just to make it easier, because I have a wall beside me, instead of turning, I am just going to stay on that one arm for us. But it doesn't matter what I'm doing. This is your practice, your movement today. So notice now as you reach just the fingertips, slowly gliding them along the floor. How does this side feel for you? Even noticing the nice little sounds that your fingertips might make as they glide, the rhythm of your movement with the rhythm of your breath. Keep the forehead on the ground. So go with what works for you. You're now moving your other arm, palm facing up. If it feels clicky or uncomfortable or awkward, lower your arm a little bit. And you can stay on the ground. You can stay with the external rotation variation no matter what height you have the arm. You're going to have the benefits. Okay, let's do one more. And then releasing and taking a few moments. And then let's make our way back up into our Sphinx position here. Good, we're in Sphinx, we're lifting out. But now we're going to fold our left arm in and then work on that sense of lift and stability. We're gonna play with this. This might be a little bit challenging, so see what I try, a couple variations and see what works for you. But you're going to reach one arm out and then pull it back in. Reach with just light fingertips. But what we really we'll focus on while we do this is that we're not dropping down, that you're not collapsing one side of your shoulder here. You're still lifting up and out. Good, so your shoulders stay level. Maybe you need to bring the arm a little bit more forward. Maybe that will feel happier. I'm gonna try that. Good, keep your ribs in. Pubic symphysis anchored to the ground gently, and then release and switch sides. So try to keep your shoulders level. Once you start to take the weight off, you'll see that you got to work pretty good in that supporting arm. And if it feels like it's just creating havoc in your low back or your body's not super happy with that, you can always do this with your head down and just even finding an angle. Sometimes some of us don't like straightforward, the arm straightforward. You maybe want to have your arm out to the side a bit. Play around with that. All these options are really playful. It's important to explore and see what feels right for you. Keep reaching, holding, breathing. And go one more. And then release. Support your head. Sometimes it's nice to turn one cheek to one side.